Hi, this is DK,
This is She-Bear.
and welcome to the newest episode of the Shakedown.
Alright, again, welcome back. Today, we're going to try something a little different from our previous videos. Try to get a little more reaction out of you guys, get a little more comments, see what you guys feel about Philadelphia sports. So we've come up with an idea with the 4 teams, and it's called Buy, Sell, Invest. So when we say buy, we mean free agents for next season, or a player that we feel like deserves an extension now. Sell is pretty self-explanatory, and invest.
Most people.
Because we're in Philadelphia, so everybody hates everybody. So number 3 is invest. So maybe a player who we feel like deserves a little more time to develop and to be either a franchise player or a key part of our franchise, a cornerstone. So yeah, we're going to start off with Philadelphia Phillies, who we haven't mentioned besides last episode when we said they'll never win a World Series again.
It took them 100 years to win the first one.
Yeah, pretty much. So you want to start this one off and tell everybody who you want to buy for the Phillies?
Start with buy. Buy not a single person. Philly should not buy a single player.
All right.
Not one. It's just
No
a waste
one.
of money. No. What they need to do is they need to work on rebuilding their farm system.
Okay.
And the reason we don't have a farm system now is because they tried to do the whole buy thing in 2010 and 11 where they bought Cliff Lee, Halliday, Oswald, and they just auctioned off the future. They gave up all these prospects, and granted, none of these prospects really turned into much.
I was about to say,
But
they gave up
still.
Dominic Brown. Dominic Brown, wow, what a great player.
Yeah.
Person who was going to be the next big thing, the next Babe
Dominic
Ruth.
Brown,
They made it
he
seem
sucked.
like,
yeah. But then you look at like in 2007 when the Phillies got good, like they had Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Cole Hamels, all these guys, the core of that team, all came up through the Phillies farm system.
Right, absolutely.
They were players we drafted, players we trained, players who were with our system for years.
Yeah, and a lot of people...
And that's what you got to do. Because you're not going to build a team that wins for consecutive years if you just rent players.
I agree. And like I said, they built up the middle. I mean, you got Rollins and Utley.
Yeah.
Ooh, the middle of the infield was shut down. There was no balls going through.
Jimmy Rollins was the best defensive shortstop in the game for a couple years.
Yes.
Chase Utley was one of the best, if not the best, second baseman in baseball.
Up until Cano came, he was the best. He was best second baseman in baseball.
His defense was a little shoddy at times, but I mean, dude batted 300 and hit 30 home runs as a second baseman. You're not gonna.
He was impressive. He was a once in a generation kind of second baseman, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Chase Utley.
Yeah.
Power hitting second base.
Yeah, now he's with LA and not doing very much whatsoever. I'm going to disagree with you here. For buy, and I think a lot of people in Philadelphia want this, Bryce Harper next year, man. Bryce Harper is going to come out. He's going to hit home runs. He's going to get on base. He's going to throw his helmet at first baseman when he's trying to fight a pitcher. You know, it's the kind of stuff that...
They get that ass beat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
But no, but that's not going to help us as an organization. Yeah, one good player is going to make it more exciting, sure.
Right.
But Bryce Harper's not going to win the World Series by himself.
No, but the other thing...
As a right fielder, he's not going to, like...
Right, but the Phillies have a lot of money, and there's actually... I know we said one, but this is where the Phillies is the only team that I've done this for. I look at the team now, and there's 2 other players I could say I feel like one other player deserves money now. I think it's Jose Altuve. I think that he's playing very good baseball. He's the only Philly that actually seems like he wants to play baseball. I mean, Freddie Galvis on defense, but Freddie Galvis has always been that way. He's never hit for
really good defensive player.
Yeah, he can't.
But he can hit a little bit. He had 25 home runs last year.
Yeah, but his batting average is what I'm more talking about. He's not. I feel like 25. No.
He doesn't.
No. So for sell, we can say a lot of people.
A lot of Phillies we can sell.
But I'm gonna go with the biggest problem for me is Maikel Franco. Maikel Franco thinks.
That's who I got.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like he thinks he's an all-star, and he's awful.
He's really
not,
bad.
He's not playing
good
baseball.
Good.
He has no passion.
No, he doesn't look. Yeah, he's out there just hanging out.
Yeah,
like
he's like, oh yeah, I'm barely making any money, but I'm gonna be as good as Babe Ruth, Alex Rodriguez.
He doesn't think.
No,
he's hitting.
No,
he doesn't go up there with a game plan. He doesn't have a strategy.
Right.
He just goes up there, swings, and turns himself around, and
right.
Don't do anything.
I
Yeah,
agree.
sure, he's got power when he makes contact. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got to make contact. You can't.
He's
can't
like
bat 220.
he's
and,
like Ryan Howard at the end.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Ryan Howard at the beginning was the most dangerous hitter in baseball.
Yes,
for a good 4 years.
Every time he went up the bat, everybody was watching.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch the Phillies now because
Howard could go. He could go deep anywhere, anytime, against any pitcher.
Right.
Like the dude hit 58 home runs in a year. Like Miguel Franco's not going to do that.
No,
like
he's not built like Ryan Howard. I mean, hopefully he's not like Barry Bonds and comes back. Like it's 300 pounds heavier when he comes back. So do you want to do your invest?
My invest for the Phillies would be Nick Williams.
Okay.
The outfielder that he just called up.
I was just going. That's why I said 20 players. Yeah.
He's 23. Okay. He's 6'3", and he leads the MLB in RBI since the All-Star break.
Okay.
This kid wants to play. This kid can play.
Yeah.
And there's always the thing with rookies where pitchers will figure him out.
Yeah.
But he seems like the kind of kid that'll work. He seems like you can tell when he's out that he wants to be out on the field.
Right.
He wants to play baseball.
And he's had what? 3 home runs since the All-Star break? I think
a couple, yeah. But I don't care about home runs. He leads the MLB in RBI.
So you're more of a small ball guy.
Yeah. Okay. Right now, yeah.
Yeah, well, anything
for the Phillies, that's
to
what
win,
they need to do. Like, that's the only way they're going to win. He's a 5-tool player as an outfielder.
All right.
He can run, he can throw, he can hit,
right.
He can play pretty solid defense.
I agree.
And that's a player who they'll have to invest in.
My investment is if he stays healthy, Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, when his stuff is on, he is lights out.
Aaron Nola can throw a good
and
game.
when he's like I said, when he's healthy, and this is just, it's not a bold prediction, but if he could stay healthy, he could be a top 5 pitcher in the MLB.
Yeah.
I feel like his fastball the other day was 94 miles an hour. He's throwing 94. Not like, top out 94. He was consistently throwing 94. And that's always been his problem, is that he doesn't know how to figure out his velocity, and that's why his arm's been almost dead.
Another guy that could invest in is Jared Eichhoff.
Yeah.
The other pitcher.
That
curveball, Eichhoff's curveball. He's like he can throw a hammer.
I'm pretty sure Eichhoff was drafted our senior year in high school. I'm pretty sure we actually watched video on Eichhoff in our classroom, but it's
no, that wasn't him.
It wasn't Eichhoff.
I remember you talking about Shane Watson.
Yeah, his curveball.
Yeah,
that 12-6 curveball.
He didn't make it.
No, but still, I was thinking of the. I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was just like, man. So yeah, that's for the Phillies. There's not much for us to.
They're bad.
They're not good, and it's sad because they were most recently the best team that Philadelphia seems they won a World Series.
Yeah.
Everybody was drunk in love with the Phillies because
that's when they sold out 180 games or whatever in a row.
Yeah. It's a shame to see it go back down to what it is now.
Yeah.
But
it'll be a long road.
Exactly. Phillies fans, you got
to really work on that farm system.
Yeah.
Because that's how you build a team.
Right.
That'll stick together and they'll be good for years. They won't just be good for 1 year.
Right. So we're gonna go on to the Philadelphia Flyers, and I personally, this is the closest to my heart. And this one's gonna be difficult for me. For all three. So I'm gonna start it off if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my buy. I know we gave him money I think 2 years ago, but I think he deserves more. Is Wayne Simmons. Wayne Simmons. Keep him here until he retires.
Yeah, I think they should give him the city.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last video where
he should be the captain.
He should be the captain. Drew doesn't have that.
He lost on him.
Yeah, and
he lost his edge.
Yeah,
or something. He doesn't look like he wants to be out there all the time.
Yeah, and I think Wayne Simmons last year he had a career year, and that's the only thing that scares me is because Jake Voracek 3 years ago had a career year, paid him a boatload, and then was non-existent.
Well, Wayne Simmons is on like an 8-year deal with us.
Yeah, well, I know. But I think it should be not restructured, but restructured, modify it, give him more money, give him more incentive, because if he plays like that every year, he's going to be an all-star every year. He's going to. I mean, and like I say, he's older, so he's
26 or 27.
Still, hockey, you don't play till you're 40 unless you're young or younger.
Well.
Yeah, he still is a productive player. But I think Wayne's really the only person right now that I can say on the Flyers that I would give money to. I mean, and next year free agency is not as heavy loaded as it was this year. But yeah, I think I can't say anybody but Wayne. I don't know who you
to invest or buy.
To buy.
To buy. I would. I wouldn't really worry about Wayne Simmons because he's on that long contract. He's not going anywhere. So to buy, I would still buy TJ Oshie.
Well, he's signed with Washington.
Did he?
Yeah, he signed like an 8-year extension. Literally,
it's not TJ Oshie.
It's not TJ Oshie.
Well, there you go. So
yeah, there goes
there's that one.
That's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't big news. Yeah, it wasn't huge news. There, no one really talked about it. Like that's the thing with. Here's the thing: is that I don't know if you realize on ESPN like app or television, hockey's barely covered anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
And like if you don't take your time, like I'm way bigger hockey fan than Danny is. I mean, Danny loves the Flyers, but I'm stupid in love with the Flyers, stupid in love with hockey. Like I got the tattoo, I got everything. It's my life. It's just a shame that hockey's taking that fall.
All right, so let's move on to sell.
Sell. You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Sell Jake Voracek.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's got a big contract. I would say sell Giroux, but nobody's going to take him.
That's who I have for sale. And he
Yeah,
has no trade clause. So it's like,
Voracek's a player you can get something for still.
Right.
Because he's younger.
Yeah.
But,
so Giroux, if you put him in the right situation, he might go. If you send him somewhere like, who's a team that's right there that just can't make that jump, like if you throw him on Washington with now TJ Oshie and Alexander Ovechkin, those two at the wings and G in the center.
Yeah, the thing is, Drew never does well in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, there's Ovechkin, but that it would give him more of a.
That's
more time.
He's lost his leadership.
Yeah, but he's not. He needs to go somewhere where he won't be the leader. Like God forbid if he went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
like G needs to go somewhere where they have a profound leader, like maybe Tampa Bay. They're right there.
Yeah.
Nashville. Nashville, I think, is a one trick pony this year. I mean, I don't know. They're really good. Their defense is
good players. Pekka Rinne is a goalie.
Yeah, I mean, he can take a team to the cup, which he did
by himself.
Yeah. So,
but no, I would say sell Voracek because that's a guy you can get more value for, and Giroux's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just hoping like I'm just if G doesn't change it throughout this year, I'm done with him. So my invest, Ivan Provorov.
Same thing.
Okay, so it's Ivan Provorov is a guy where I think this year and next year. So I'm going to say 2 to 3 years to give him to prove and see him develop. Because if he plays better than he did last year, this year, and then does it again, he's going to be our franchise defenseman.
Yeah.
He puts the puck in the net. You mentioned it's almost like Timonen.
He
moves. His poke check is disgusting.
He moves the puck around. It seems like he always makes the right play.
Right.
But that's where he's different than like Ghost.
Yes.
Like Ghost, sometimes he's not going to make the right play. Ghost is.
I
love him.
We gave him a 6-year extension.
I know. I love him.
Yeah.
But he's an offensive minded.
Yes. And
that's what he does.
We need Provorov to, like I said, maybe be like a PK Subban. Where it's like, no, not like that. But he knows when to play defense, and he also knows when to play offense.
And he's a hell of a passer.
Yeah,
Provorov can pass that. He's a lot like Timonen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even like Eric Desjardins, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, he's about the same size as Eric Desjardins.
Yeah, he's not big, but then you think like our defense has a chance to be
good, really good, lights out,
stacked.
Good. Yeah.
And then we got like Travis Sanheim and like Sam Moore, who's like Chris Pronger size.
Yeah, but he's gonna go up there and just start beating the brakes off.
That's what we need. We need to get back to the bullies.
Not in this day and age, because the problem is with that is
a lot of suspensions.
Yes, a lot of fucking suspensions. So now we're gonna go on to the 76ers, and I think this video is gonna take a turn for the worse. To be completely honest with you, I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat from fans and you, but your buy, you're gonna go first. And
my buy?
Yeah.
Well, they already bought my buy, and it was JJ Redick.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. JJ Redick was perfect.
That was the best move that they could make. Hands down.
Yeah.
That guy's a lights out shooter. He's been in the playoffs for like 7 years in a row.
Yeah.
Like that boy, he could play. He
48.
plays hard defense too.
Yeah.
People don't give him credit for that.
48% from 3-pointers.
Yeah, he's a lights out shooter.
43.
And he's gonna be he's gonna be that veteran leadership that players like Embiid and Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons are gonna need.
Right. So
who's your buy?
Next season, free agent. If he considers it, if we make the playoffs this year, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to say it.
Don't say what I think you're
say. I'm going to say it.
Don't you say.
LeBron James,
Oh
bring him to Philadelphia. Bring him to Philadelphia.
LeBron's not coming to Philly.
Ben Simmons and him are great friends. That's all I'm saying.
What does that even mean?
The same thing it's meant since day one. They're great friends. Dwayne Wade and him were great friends. Chris Bosh and him were great friends. Look what they did in Miami. The only way the Sixers,
LeBron.
you can't. You want to put him at the 4.
I would take LeBron, sure, yeah.
So
I'm not saying I wouldn't want LeBron James on my team.
This is my.
I'm saying he's not leaving Cleveland.
Yes, he is. Well, first of all, yes.
If
Kyrie Irving's leaving Cleveland, he's going to get traded. Okay, that's number one. Kyrie Irving doesn't want to play with him anymore.
No, yeah,
so what's the point of him staying in Cleveland when we know that his wife doesn't want to be there anymore? His kids don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah, they don't want to move to Philly. That's where they're going to want to live.
It's a business town. That's what he wants. He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
Yeah, sure. And LeBron James' business are really going to take off on Kensington Avenue.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's a big city. It's one of the biggest.
Now, if he went anywhere, he would go back to Miami.
No, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
LeBron is not coming to Philly.
If you put, this is
no,
my
I agree
hope.
with you. It would be amazing
if
LeBron came to Philly.
Okay, so
I would love it.
So in my hopes and dreams, my buy would be LeBron James.
Great. We're gonna bring Will Chamberlain back from the dead.
You're gonna hate
we're gonna put Will Chamberlain back
and everybody else.
That's my buy. I'm changing it right now.
Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
All right,
Will Chamberlain. You're
gonna hate myself even more. If
LeBron James,
if he doesn't stay healthy this year, and this is the only if he does not stay healthy this year, we have to get rid of Joel Embiid. It has to happen. Anybody with like-minded, regular human being who sees this, he's played 30 games in 3 years, 32 games in 3 years. Last year, he played 27 games, I believe.
31 games.
31 games last year. Okay, so that was 31, and then he played. Why keep a guy around who's going to just keep getting hurt?
See, in those 31 games, that man was a monster.
So you're saying, you know what? I'm going to take a monster.
I'm saying trust the process.
I'm trusting the process. I'm agreeing with the process. But we can't, because this is contract year. We're going to have to throw a boatload of money at him.
Yeah, do it.
If he's hurt again?
I mean, I see where you're coming from.
It scares me. This is leading
but
up
also,
to
what are we going to get for him?
Andrew Bynum 2.0 is what's scaring me about
this.
Is
Joel Embiid can actually play.
Yes, but we put a boatload of money into Andrew Bynum, and he never stepped on him. He played. I think he actually played 2 games for the Sixers, and he got hurt, and that was that.
I totally even forgot Andrew Bynum was on the Sixers.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm afraid of, is that if he wasn't in the spotlight in the media, people would forget that Joel Embiid played for the Sixers.
Yeah, well, he does talk a lot of trash.
Yeah, so I hate saying it. And if he stays healthy, I'll throw a boatload of money at him. I'm totally fine with that.
Well, I have Embiid as my invest.
Okay, so who's your sell?
My sell would be Okafor, if we can get anything for him.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say Okafor, but it's just like, you have to see, like you said, you understand where I'm coming from. People, I really need you to understand where I'm coming from. Embiid, if he doesn't stay healthy, it's time to move on. We need to go out and get a good center. It has to go through free agency.
If Embiid does stay healthy in 2 or 3 years, he will be the best player in basketball.
Right.
Hands down.
Right. I agree. He'll be better than anybody.
LeBron.
Yes.
His teammate, apparently.
Well, yes. So my invest is Robert Covington. I think that he's young. He knows. He hits clutch shots too. It seems like when we're down big and we need a shot, he can drain it. Yeah. And he's a utility man. He can be 6th man of the year if he were to come off the bench, I think he's going to start for us this year.
Yeah.
We didn't do what I thought we were going to do, picking up Paul Millsap, but that's okay because now we still have a boatload of money for said LeBron James next season. So I feel as though like Covington could be very useful, a better Andre Iguodala, in my opinion.
He would be better than me.
Well, not defensive wise, but offensive. I feel like.
Yeah, he can shoot better than me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna. I think that's good for the Sixers. I think everything.
Like a lot of it's just waiting and seeing if these players are healthy.
If these guys,
like Markelle Fultz got hurt.
If these guys, so right now Vegas has us projected as a 6th seed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I can see
like Cleveland, Toronto, and the Celtics. There's not a whole lot of other teams in the East.
So if the Sixers get into the playoffs and you get the 6th seed and you play a Toronto, there's a possibility we beat Toronto.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, there's no way if Kyrie doesn't get traded. Let's just put it out there. Kyrie doesn't get traded. LeBron's out. He's going to stay because LeBron will never be traded in his lifetime. So we played them in the first round. There's no way. I mean, there's no way.
We're not ready for that yet.
No, but if that's why I was saying that could attract LeBron is if we're right there, if we beat Toronto, and then we go on to the next round and we play Boston and lose to Boston.
I can see it.
And in a 6, well, we'll say like we go 7 games and we lose to Boston. LeBron's gonna look at that and be like, they're young enough, they're athletic enough to not only take over the East, but have a chance to go against Golden State and make it a competitive series, unlike he was able to do in Cleveland this past year.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's getting to the point where they just had Nick Young, who's just a spot up 3-point shooter, and they're like, "Why do you need more 3-point shooting?" Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But so now we're gonna move on to everybody's favorite team. I feel like in Philadelphia, the Eagles.
The Eagles.
And this one's gonna be pretty. I think this is straightforward for me. I don't know about you. You can start it off with your buy here.
My buy, I would buy T.J. Barnett, the tight end.
Okay.
Man, in the last 2 seasons, he's had 1,600 receiving yards,
okay,
11 touchdowns.
Okay.
And last year, he had the highest efficiency of blocking for a tight end.
Where did he play?
Browns.
Okay.
And
not Gary Barnidge, though.
No.
Okay.
T.J. Barnett.
Okay.
And you think we have Zach Ertz, but he's really just a wide receiver playing.
Right. Absolutely.
But Selleck is getting older.
Yeah, and
so this will give
Trey Burton too.
Yeah, but
Trey Burton's small.
Better.
Yeah.
T.J. Barnett's 6'6" and 250 pounds.
Okay.
But he's big.
All right.
And that'll give Wentz another option to throw to. And it'll help that line out with blocking because he had the highest efficiency of a tight end in blocking.
Right.
Okay. In the NFL.
I can buy it. I'll buy into that. I think you're going to buy into this as well. Le'Veon Bell next season. Le'Veon Bell. I mean, our offensive line may not be good enough to pass, rush blocking. It may not be good enough to do block for Le'Veon Bell the way that he runs. He's the most patient runner I've ever seen in NFL history.
Shady.
Shady went this way and then found out where to go. Le'Veon Bell almost looks like a quarterback sitting in the pocket.
Yeah, he just kind of hangs out back there for a second.
And then he just explodes. Le'Veon Bell is going to be the most sought-after free agent next year by everybody. So the Eagles may not – I don't think we're going to be able to get him, but I feel like if we
could get him, I would take Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, Howie Roseman's a talker, man. He brought Alshon Jeffrey here on winning the deal.
Hopefully he's not going to turn to the DeMarco Murray thing.
No, but Le'Veon
system.
Le'Veon Bell can run in the West Coast offense, and he's also thrown in the backfield. Yeah, I mean, he catches the ball. He's the best top 3 running back in the NFL. David Johnson and Zeke are hard to argue, but
I would take Le'Veon Bell.
I feel like but
he's had some issues off the field.
Right, and he's also been injured a lot.
Yeah.
So it's scary if you throw a boatload of money at him, but I feel like we can make it happen. I feel like if he comes here, we won't be able to get the corner that we want. I mean, we're gonna need corners, but we could draft corners depending on where we fall in the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends. My sell, and I think this is hopefully you agree with this. Jordan Matthews.
I agree with it, but that's not who I have.
Okay, Jordan Matthews. If he plays well in the slot this year, which that's where that's where he played very, very well with Chip Kelly. Jordan Matthews is a very good slot receiver. If he's not your number one option, he's not going to be covered by the best corner, and he's not going to have that mindset of, oh my God, I'm the guy, or oh my God, Richard Sherman's covering me. You know, like how do I catch a ball? You're gonna have linebackers on you, nickel corners,
and he's gonna
he's gonna run all over him. He's gonna get open. And if he plays a good season, then I would change this. But as of right now, it has to be Jordan Matthews. I don't know.
Yeah, but I say he deserves another year because he's back to the slot, and that's where you saw him put up almost 1,000 yards.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
My sell would be Michael Kendricks.
Okay.
Yeah. He's fine.
Yeah, he's not what everybody thought he was going to be.
He can cover pretty decently, but he misses a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
And he's a player who we could get something for.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. That's really, and that's why I feel like you're not going to get a lot for him.
No,
I mean,
you might get a second or third round pick.
Second, third round pick, or maybe even a corner, like a halfway decent corner.
Yeah, the guy who played a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, right now,
our corners are so bad. Yeah,
I'm hoping it turns around, but Jalen Mills, Jalen Mills, right, or Jalen Watkins, and Patrick Robinson are probably going to be our projected starters, and you just look at that and you're like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
that's not good. No.
Like Russell Douglas, I mean, he's a possibility, but
he's hurt.
No, that's Sidney Jones is hurt. Russell Douglas is from West Virginia. So he got him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
He's pretty good, and they've been raving about him at camp, like, oh, you can do this and that, but it seems like every other play, it's Carson's bombing them, throwing all over the field, and then they'll have like, oh my God, he died, but it's training camp.
Yeah,
everybody's going to over exaggerate
every year.
Yeah, like Paul Turner last year, but Paul Turner showed up in preseason too. I don't know why he didn't make our 52-man roster. But my invest, I'm gonna go Alshon Jeffrey.
Okay.
I feel like we'll know by week 7 if we're gonna do this or not. But if he's having a great season going in week 7, maybe 600 yards receiving and a couple touchdowns, maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns. Howie Roseman will give him an extension.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel. I don't want to waste a franchise tag on him.
No,
but give him something. Howie Roseman always takes care of his guys.
Yeah, he does.
And if he can play well and live up to the standards that we need him to live up to, stay off the PEDs, stay out of trouble, stay healthy. This could be scary for every defense. Yes, and hopefully Carson doesn't hit that sophomore slump. I really don't want to talk about that. But hopefully that's what we'll get there.
So my invest for the Eagles would be Jordan Hicks.
Yes, Jordan Hicks is so good. He's our best defensive player.
Yes, he is. He can play. He's so smart.
Yeah, he's a playmaker.
He is. He just shows up. He's there when
he's so good.
And he knows how to play middle linebacker.
He's so good, and I wish he just stays healthy.
Yep, perfect. Give him anything you want.
Literally, put a blank check in front of him.
Yep,
fill in what you want
and sign it. Yep,
and
so Jordan Hicks would be the way to go.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So yeah, that's what we've got for you guys. We're gonna answer 2 questions that were posted from our last video. One was from Terry McGee, who's my mom. So she asked us, would we trade the Las Vegas Golden Knights for Marc-Andre Fleury? With the addition of Brian Elliott, I know this is our first time we've posted in a little while, so this is kind of outdated. But I'm still going to answer for it. So signing Brian Elliott kind of takes that option out of the way.
Yeah. There's no need to trade him.
Right, but before that, I would have said absolutely. Marc-Andre Fleury, he's older, definitely older, but he can still play.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Matt Murray playing out of his mind, he would still be their goaltender.
Yep.
But I don't know if you agree with that or.
I wouldn't trade for him, but I don't think I would have traded for him before.
Okay.
Either, because he's old. Yeah, he's won a couple Stanley Cups, and yeah, he's a veteran, and he would help the team. But it wasn't what we needed, because we still had Mason and Nogueira.
Right.
That just wasn't the need that I think we needed. But Brian Elliott, it's like the same thing. But Brian Elliott's, I think, better.
Right.
And
yeah, Brian Elliott's solid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a consistent goaltender. I mean, sometimes he gets lit up, but that's every goaltender.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not an all-star goalie. He's somebody who is a veteran presence who can play, and I feel like that's good for the team. I feel like, and he can make some ridiculous saves.
He can play. Yeah.
So the second question we got from Brandon McGee, who's my brother. So he asked us, and I thought this is actually a really good question. Do we think that the Sixers have an actual chance of beating Golden State? My brother is
this year.
I'm assuming so. My brother's an avid Golden State fan. He loves Steph Curry. He loves Klay Thompson. I mean, he's a kid. That's what he likes. So, I'll be realistic.
Short answer,
no.
No.
No one.
Nobody's gonna lose.
No. I mean, they're gonna lose obviously a couple games throughout the year, but they're no. It's and I wish it was different, but
if we had LeBron, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hopefully LeBron comes to Philadelphia next year, but yeah, it's difficult, but
yeah, Golden State, it's just like they're like a video game team,
right? They're literally a video game team or an all-star team on one team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like we did a good job. We would love to hear everybody's feedback. This is something that we wanted to try out instead of just covering, analyzing teams. We wanted to see what you guys feel like and what you guys think. So if you could comment, like, share, and subscribe to this video, we would greatly appreciate it. And this is She-Bear.
This is DK.
And thank you for watching the Shakedown.